In this video, we will introduce the concept of drawing inferences about relationships between variables. Let's review what we know about types of variables. Recall the distinction between quantitative and qualitative variables. A quantitative or numerical variable takes on values for which arithmetic operations make sense and are typically found by measuring. A qualitative or categorical variable classifies an individual or object in one or more categories and is usually described by counting. When we discuss relationships between variables, we often want to distinguish a response variable and an explanatory variable. A response variable measures the outcome of a study. An explanatory variable may explain or influence changes in a response variable. What kind of relationships might occur between variables? What kind of variables might be involved? Let's consider some example questions. How much corn should a farmer plant per acre to obtain the highest yield? Plants per acre and bushels per acre are both numerical variables. Presumably, number of plants per acre would be the explanatory variable, and the number of bushels yielded per acre would be the response variable. Do people with larger brains have higher intelligence? Brain size, as measured on some imaging device, and IQ, as measured by some test, are both numerical variables. Are the explanatory and response variables obvious here? Are college-aged bin drinkers equally likely to be male as female? Here we have two categorical variables. Individual students would be classified as non-infrequent or frequent binge drinkers for one variable, and as male or female for the second variable. Can you increase the response rate for a male survey by contacting the respondents before they receive the survey? In this example, contacting the respondents would be a categorical yes-no, and the response rate would be numerical. We need to determine how much of an increase is significant and not due to chance to establish this relationship. Is the use of aluminum-containing antacids associated with the contraction of Alzheimer's disease? This question concerns two categorical variables. Do three methods of teaching reading in the second grade differ in effectiveness? The methods represent values of a categorical variable, and effectiveness is likely measured as a numerical variable via some test or assessment of reading. Which of four advertising offers mailed to sample households produced the highest sales in dollars? The advertising offers represent values of a categorical variable, and sales in dollars is a measured numerical variable. Now let's consider which statistical procedure is used to answer which type of question. Regression is a statistical technique used to describe a relationship between two numerical variables. Chi-squared tests are used to search for evidence of a relationship between two categorical variables. Analysis of variance, or ANOVA for short, is used to test for evidence of a relationship between one categorical and one numerical variable. Each of these methods is the subject of its own video in this video series.